We are live. We are
Yeah.
live, and I'm here with Miss Carolyn. I can't believe it. Oh my God, this has been some time. Sometimes this interview
Yes.
hasn't started yet. We still gonna let people come on in and hop on, see if we can share some stuff out. But happy Thursday, everybody. How you doing?
Yes. Good. Good. How are you?
Good, good. Tell me what you see, and because we still
Okay.
have a few minutes for everybody
Okay.
to
So,
come.
am I looking on your page?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And then you'll share it from there. Oh, how cute is that? That's such a cute. Okay, sorry.
Share public. Mm.
Alrighty, so let's see. Do you see it on my page?
I saw it on your page,
Okay, good.
and I clicked share, but I don't know where it is now.
Okay, so give it a few seconds. Hey, I see you all coming on. We're using StreamYard this evening. So if we don't see your name right away, it's okay. We'll see it in just a little bit. So now give it a little bit and then you can go on your page and see if it's on your page.
Okay. Let me see.
Uh-huh. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to see if it's on your page. Okay, now. Yeah. You know how we do the troubleshoot and everything.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
please pronounce your name for me. I might be saying it wrong.
Baycoat, and you can thank my husband for that.
Baycoat. Baycoat.
Yes.
Okay. See, I was saying it.
They be like Baycott. I mean, it's everything. So I'm used to
Okay.
it.
Okay. Good. 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 All right. So now I'm on your page. Yep, it's on there.
Yes. Got
And
it.
so are we. And we still got a minute left. See, look at what we're doing. We making
Okay.
it happen.
Yes, ma'am.
How's your sister?
She is doing well. She's actually at
Awesome.
home. She's probably looking at it right now.
Okay,
She's at
good, good. All right. Well, how are you doing, twin? I am so I am so shocked that we even reconnected like this. Look at the way the
yes.
Lord works. That's so
It's a
cool.
blessing. I say everything is a blessing in disguise.
Yes, yes. And I'm gonna cut you up because I want to make sure everybody can hear you
Okay.
clearly. Okay, that's perfect. All right, well, welcome everybody. We are here with Love and Survival with Carolyn Baycoat.
Baycoat, yes.
There you go, big coach. And she's going to be telling us all about her journey in the love of survival of breast cancer. And we know that it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so, in honor, we want to just share her story with everyone. She has an amazing nonprofit she's going to share with us also. So, tune in, share it with a friend. If you haven't shared it already, take the
Yeah.
time to share, because we
Hit
all
that button.
hit it. Because we all know someone who has dealt with breast cancer, whether they survived on this side or the other. And we're just happy that we have her here, her beautiful self. And we can't be long because they're going to be celebrating more life because her husband's birthday today. Happy birthday. And,
Yay.
and so we'll be talking more about that. So that's enough of my talk right now. Let's jump right into it. Tell us about you. Who are you? And, just tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm Carolyn, as most people may know.
Mhm.
I'm 31 years old right now.
Yeah.
My girl daughter Ilaria is my life. She is one
Oh,
of the reasons why I survived the way I survived.
I know that's right.
You know, I am a teacher, an educator. I've been an educator for more than 12 years now. I teach Georgia pre-K for Cobb County. Yeah.
Wow. What?
And literally just now going back to work last Friday. So it has been a journey for me, like literally COVID, cancer, everything.
Oh, wow. So you were dealing with all of this at one time.
Yes, ma'am. It was COVID March 13th. It
Ooh.
was breast cancer, my diagnosis 2 weeks later. And a
Mm-mm.
month later, I got married. So it was literally, yes, that's exactly how it happened. It was COVID, cancer, wedding.
Oh. Okay, I gotta breathe for a second because I knew that this was love and survival. I just felt it. But Carolyn, are you serious?
I am very serious. So when people think like, oh, okay, yeah, she was fighting breast cancer, baby, listen, I was dodging COVID, trying to kick breast cancers behind, and
Yes.
trying to plan a wedding all at once.
And preparing for the wedding. So let's get into that. We'll have to tell people how we know each other because you done told me you're an educator, so
Yes,
you done robbed my word.
yes.
Tell me, how did you survive? Did having this wedding and your daughter and all this, did that anchor you just a little bit when you got these?
Not so much as anger me.
Uh-huh.
Because
And I
okay.
mean like anchor, like say, hey, we're
Oh,
gonna make this.
anchor.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yes. Oh, definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
Yes.
For me, and don't look at me crazy when I say this, I always knew that I would get breast cancer. And people were always wondering, like, well, why do you say that? It's because when my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, the Lord said, I'm preparing you now for this. So, I always knew it was just a time of when, and how and where I would be at that time. But
Yeah.
literally hearing the news was that did it for me. Like just hearing them say it is cancer, that really was my kind of like breaking point. So
Wow.
I literally had to step back and think like, okay, God, what are you trying to tell me? What am I supposed to be doing? Why did this happen to me? So
Right.
I
Right.
did that literally and just ran with it. So
Right.
of course, I was sad. I had my ups and down days, but it was more to me a fight to the finish because at that time, Ilaria had just turned 3.
Oh
So I
wow.
had a 3-year-old to think about. So it was more so, okay, get into mommy mode. Like you have to survive this. You have a little one. When my
Yeah.
mom passed, I was a junior in college. So I was, grown, I was able to, maintain on my own. But Ilaria is
Right.
not able to do that. So she
Right.
is literally my whole lifeline.
Right. Right. Wow. Wow. So y'all may have known, but I'll go ahead and spill the beans. We know each other from ACOG middle school way back in the day.
Yes.
I'll let you take it from here. I'll let you take it from here.
Right. Yes. Literally, Miss Green was a teacher of mine. Yes, down the hallway to the left. Door, the second door on the left. That was Miss Green class. And literally Miss Green, she helped me a lot. She even helped me raise money for our 8th grade field trip. So that I can be able to go. So she literally was a blessing, and to have this opportunity to be here now, I'm truly grateful.
Yeah, I am
Truly
too.
grateful.
And it's like, this is amazing. So when we decided to do this, I just knew I needed to hear your story. I just didn't know how involved it really, really, really was. Like, so I'm getting the goods as our listeners are getting the goods, and it's just amazing. Okay, so you said COVID hit, then the diagnosis, and you were like, and I still have a wedding to plan, and we'll be planning it. Some people would have
and not only that, I think it was 3 weeks before my wedding, it was my first chemo treatment. So it was like literally, bouncing back from that. Most people wouldn't even, couldn't even tell that I would have had a chemo treatment, but it had happened. This is life. So I went from a regular day coming home with my students to getting a phone call like, hey, it's real for you now. Get with it. Yeah. And, I was diagnosed with breast cancer on April Fool's. So it wasn't a joke to me.
No joke.
For that, it's like, okay, he's really trying to tell me something. Like, what? It's not a joke. Get something, do something with this. And that's really how Beating for a Cure came about.
Good. Yeah, because you now have a nonprofit because you made it and you want to help others. I want to know just a little bit about the in-between because there's somebody that's probably dealing with this right now. Right. You know what I mean? And before we can get to the success, and these things are happening, how do you deal with these emotions and still hold on to planning a wedding? Why didn't you say, gosh, I have breast cancer now, let's hold off and do it later?
Right.
What made you
as I say, I'm sorry.
No,
But
you're
you know, I told you guys before, it's always been in the back of my mind. Like I always knew that it was inevitable for me. So
good.
literally I said, you know, to myself, okay, this is a journey to win the inevitable. You know, I lost my mother, you know, to breast cancer, my grandmother, my aunt, my mother's sister, you know, I have a first cousin that beat breast cancer twice, you know, so it
Wow.
runs heavy in my family. We have what we call the BRCA1 gene, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just a genetic mutation where you're at a higher risk of getting breast cancer. So people
Oh,
need to know that, like, breast cancer doesn't have a gender, it does not have
mm-hmm.
a race.
Right,
Men
right,
can get breast cancer, so
right.
everyone needs to. I'm sorry, I'm getting messages about the. I'm sorry about this. So like
Okay.
everyone needs to be tested, and for
Right.
me, it was more so of me fighting with the doctors to even get mammograms. It was, oh, you're too young. You know, we're not going to give it to you. Oh, you have to have
Oh,
something already going on for you to get a mammogram
right,
because, you know, you're at that time under the age of 30. You know, so
right.
that was a real challenge for me, not having
Um,
that support just because, you know, of my age. I mean, I know a 17-year-old girl that has breast cancer right now, you know,
wow,
so it has literally no age to it. I
wow.
went from going to get my checkup in September, 3 days
Mhm.
before my birthday, to 6 months later going back, and boom, I had breast cancer. And in between that time, I was supposed to get mammograms, but because of my age, they say I was
Wow.
unable to do that. So, you
Wow.
know, it's all about just fighting for your life, because I'm going to tell you, people ain't going to fight for your life like you fight for your
Right.
life.
Right, Carolyn. That's tweetable right there. People are
Yes.
not gonna fight for your life like you should be fighting for your own.
Right.
So I am now hearing that you heard God say it, you had to trade in your family, so you knew it was gonna
Hmm.
happen. You had to fight the doctors to get these mammograms to make sure that you could, catch it early and beat it, because you said it's a race to win it. Like, so you already knew
Right.
once it happened, it was going to be something you beat. It wasn't going to be
Right.
something that's going to beat you. Okay, and so that's a mindset I was trying to go for, because
Yes.
other people, and understandably so, might have wanted to lay down.
Right.
Not
And
that, but like just want to, let's not for a second. So you already put it in your brain. Okay, so
yeah.
I know it. I'm prepared. It still hurt. I'm still shocked. However, we're gonna win.
Right.
So yeah.
And it was for my daughter to say, Mommy,
Mm,
Granny said you have to stop all that crying. It's
okay.
not good for you. Like
Okay.
literally, that was the day after I found out the news, and it was
Okay.
like, oh, okay. So I knew
Mm,
at that point, okay, Mom, I hear you, and I got this.
mm,
So you know, it
wow.
was just me just fighting to win, and I
Yeah.
chose to kind of keep my battle going with breast cancer, you know, a
Mm.
secret, because he said, do not reveal it until your battle is won, and
Oh
that's what, you know,
wow.
yeah.
Nice, nice. Okay, so another thing I like to point out is the fact that you said you did cry. You did want to
Yeah.
go through.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
cried a little.
Yeah.
Word, baby, I shed a river.
I
Okay,
know that's right.
a whole river. Listen, it's
I can
okay
only
to cry.
imagine. Oh,
Yes.
okay. And so you said through the voice of your daughter, and you think it was kind of like coming from a spirit of your mom saying,
Right.
all right,
Right.
now come up. Okay. Which
Right.
now gets back into this love part, this love support. Because believe me, we're going to talk more about how you're planning a wedding with 3 weeks of chemo. We got to. We got to.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely into encouraging life and love. And so the fact that you're experiencing both at the same time, though
Yeah.
one's in jeopardy, is just huge. So all right, so now you're like, okay, I get it. I'm gonna get my tears together.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight and win. And I want to
Tissue right here.
we are trying to figure out, like, so yeah, this is what I wanted to say. So it's okay. Feel what you feel. I do know
Yes.
people in my own family who
Yes.
have fought and won too, and I do know people who have not. And so my thing is that be real. I would not say to live Carolyn's journey, live your own, but just know that you can
Definitely.
win. And I think
Yeah.
that's what she is here to share. No matter what age you are, she's saying you could be 17 to 71 or whatever.
Yes.
We have something here. So let's get into your nonprofit, and we're gonna end on the marriage piece, how that
Okay.
works. because All right.
Yeah.
So how did it come about? You're
Okay,
winning.
so Beating for a Cure came about, I was reading my Bible, and I was
Okay.
praying to God, like, okay, what are you wanting me to do? Speak to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I would literally say 2 days later, I got an inbox from, okay, I'm going to butcher her name, but I've been butchering her name since high school, and I've already pre-warned her. Latia, I got a inbox from her, and it said, "Hey, I want you to come and I want you to speak at my women's empowerment lunch." So that
Nice.
right there was like, I got my calling. I know what
Yes.
I'm supposed to do now. Because I prayed, and nothing to me is an accident. Everything is
Right.
always on God's will. So
Yes.
I definitely keep that deep to my heart. But it
Yeah.
was like, okay, so I know this is what I'm supposed to do. I went there, I cried, shared a river, asked
Right.
lots of people, but it
Yeah.
was something that I feel that needed to be said,
Yeah.
something that I feel like people need to know, because
Yes.
breast cancer it's serious. I mean, it's like the food that we eat. It's
Mm.
everywhere. Everyone is getting it. So I just want people to
Okay.
really be aware of that.
Yeah.
And I would say maybe 3 weeks later, if I said I'm going to start a nonprofit, and what I want to do is give back to breast cancer patients who are going through chemo, that are out
Mhm.
of work. Like I was out of work. I went through the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, and I got
Mm.
grants, to help cover
Okay.
bills, because of course I wasn't working, So
Mhm.
Eloria was home with me the whole time. So it's
Mhm.
me fighting COVID, still, having to take care of babies. So it was a
Yeah.
whole lot within that.
Oh, yeah.
So with this nonprofit, I
Yeah.
decided to give back to those who needed it the most. And
Okay.
one of the things that I am trying to do in behind the nonprofit is to start
Mhm.
my own child care center, where
Nice.
people who are experiencing and going through this, that they're not able to pay for child care, that they can bring their child there, and it's a
Mhm.
safe haven for them. It gives them
Mhm.
like, okay, my child is being taken care of. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go and handle this. Like,
Yes, yes. I love everything about that. I love everything about that. If anybody knows me, they know that one of my sayings is flip it. Anything that has been discouraging or meant to discourage you, you flip that thing until it encourages somebody else. And so while you're dealing with breast cancer and you're trying to raise your children, that had to be a
yeah.
heavy load. So you're
Yes.
flipping it to lighten the load for somebody
To
else
like,
that's dealing with it.
yes, to let
I
people
love it.
know that, hey, you're not in this fight alone. Because
Yeah.
I know I've talked to people and they say, oh girl, you got a strong support system. I wish I had that. So if I'm
Mhm.
able to be that support system to people I
Yeah.
don't even know, I'm okay
Yeah.
with that.
I
I am
love it.
okay with that.
I love it. I love it. B for a cure. Where did the name come from? Like, tell me.
Actually, it was random. Like when I
Okay.
went to type in the name, I'm like, no, that doesn't sound right. That's not too catchy. I was just
Okay.
literally playing with it, and my twin said, beating for a cure, like your heart is beating for a cure.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's how Beating for a Cure came about. I gotta give a shout out to
Wow.
my twin, my one and only.
Okay. What's up? That is really good. I love it. I love it. I can connect with that. That's so good. So good. This is amazing. Okay. So you were talking about a strong support system.
I'm sorry, guys. Ilaria, she's want me to. She needs
Oh, I
my
get it.
attention on
I
all
get
day.
I get it. I totally do. So we and your daughter has to be my son, and that's amazing. He's 2. He's going to be 2.5 in December. So but there it goes. So.
Oh,
But anyway, support system, strong support system. Tell us about that.
of course, like I said, I chose to keep it a secret. So literally a handful of people knew. My immediate
Okay.
family, brothers, sisters,
Okay.
my husband,
Right.
mother-in-laws, godmother. That was it. So
Okay. Got
literally
it.
no one knew. I wanted to,
Mhm.
not saying to contain it, but to literally
Yeah.
just listen to what the Lord told me. Don't reveal your battle until the
Yeah.
war is won.
That's
So
right.
that's what I wanted to do.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
So the fact that such a small group of people knew and you still had a strong support system is amazing. But everybody doesn't have that, right?
Yeah.
And that's one of my goals that I want to help people kind of like you. I want to help people find that, um,
Yes.
whether it's through one avenue or another. And I'll
Right.
talk about that after I let you and your hubby go because we
Okay.
gotta circle back now.
Yes.
You have a wedding to plan. This is called Love and Survival. If you're just coming in and tuning in, thank you for coming. This is Carolyn Bacote.
Yes.
Bacote. Dang,
Yes. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
No, say it 2 times. Say your last.
Bacote. Yes.
Okay, that's very easy. It shouldn't be that that difficult. Taylor Bacote.
Yes.
And so she has been talking to us about how she has survived breast cancer during a crazy time, COVID, the diagnosis, and having to plan a wedding. And we're about to get into this piece. So you have a wedding. How far were you into the planning when this happened?
Well, actually, I was like a month away from the wedding, so everything was literally already ready. So that literally took the load off of me. But it kind of, put a damper on my spirit when they're like, "Oh, no, ain't no weddings happening right now. COVID's hit. Sorry." It's like, oh gosh, if it's not, one thing after the other. But like I said, faith is why I'm here today. And I can only give the glory to God, because without him, there's no support system. There's no doctors there. So literally he is number one before anything. So, but the breast cancer, but the wedding, it was already, ready. I actually ended up getting married in my home.
Okay.
My first wedding was in my home. I set it up nice, cute, maybe I say 9 or 10, immediate people. And then this year, May 16th, which is our 1-year wedding anniversary, we had the bigger wedding, our bigger celebration, and that it turned out lovely. It was everything that I wanted. Everything.
Awesome. There are so many out there who are looking to be able to have everything they want in that. Okay. So even during a tough time, you had someone that was beside you to undergird this. I'm sure he's praying with you. He's trying to hold down some stuff with you and all that. Yeah. How did he deal with it? I mean, his wife just got told she has breast cancer and you're supposed to be married next month. How did he deal with that?
His father is really big in his life, so he gets when he gets down, his dad is like his go-to. So talking with his dad, you praying with me, just making sure that he's there, making sure bills are paid, because I'm to do my part, taking care of his family. He stepped up, he did what he was supposed to do. And I can only love him for that. Like I know for a fact there's no other man in this world for me but Antoine.
Come on now. Oh, you better go celebrate that man. Yes. With all that being said, I just think it's amazing. I think it's so cool. I know it sounds weird, but I know a few people who had to postpone their weddings or their big celebrations because of COVID. But then to add breast cancer on top of that, is it's like the person who's like, I need new shoes, but then you look at the person who don't have any feet. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. So that's the thing. And you're still here smiling, still here ready to serve, ready to help lighten somebody's burden, ready to celebrate the man who was there to help you give some love to your survival. And we won't end without this. You seem very faithful. And I love the fact that you and God are super close, that you can hear him and obey. How did that come about?
Well, I'm going to be honest. My grandfather is a preacher. I grew up in church. But of course, growing up, I didn't always stay in church. It literally took me to get breast cancer to bring me back to where I needed to be with God. And I know that's but literally, sometimes it takes you to go through a battle to get close with God, because he's telling you can't do it without me. And believe me, it's possible without him. Okay.
That's right. What's really funny is the truth of the matter is he never will bring it on, but he will allow a situation to allow us to remember, where our help truly does come from. So many things were happening this year. This is crazy. This whole season.
Right. Even to piggyback off of that, most people probably don't know, but yesterday I celebrated 1 year of being breast cancer free. So this time,
if you're out there and you're looking, we expect to see hearts on that. A year.
But literally this time last year I was in the hospital. So yesterday was my father-in-law's birthday. Today is you know, my husband's birthday. So there,
Oh,
it's like one thing after another. And I just,
yeah.
you know, at that time I just kept apologizing. Like, I'm sorry, you know, that you couldn't celebrate your birthday, you know. But he
Yeah.
always says, I'm more than happy to share this with you because you are here.
Wow. Come on. Y'all gonna make me cry. Like, oh my God. And
You can
Ashley
hear my
Miller,
voice. I'm trying not to. I said I
she
wasn't gonna do it today.
good. We're not gonna make you do it because we're almost done. Like I said at the beginning, we're gonna let you celebrate your husband's birthday. Just the fact that God allowed it to line up like that, and it's just amazing. It's just amazing. So Ashley, she says she loves you. Danae. Okay, Ms. Warren says amen to that. Carolina. She says happy birthday, Twan. So yeah, they're giving all this love for you. Okay, y'all, please don't charge it to my head. Well, charge it to my head, but not my heart when I'm messing up your names. But this is P May or PM May.
Yes.
Owen, simply
Amen.
amazing. We love your strength. Yes, you have some great stuff out here. You go, cousin. They're telling you to go. Happy tears for you. That's Twinzo. So we're just so thankful for all of y'all 20. Is that the hubby right there?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Kelly says, so proud of you. Yes, I told you that I was gonna get to your comments. I just wanted to make sure that we got the story out. And she has so much more to share. I can just feel it. I know there's so much more. But before I let you go celebrate, please tell people what you would like for them to know about this nonprofit, how to contact you, you know, what you might be getting geared up for.
Right. Okay. So, Beating for a Cure. If you guys want to learn more about Beating for a Cure, please go to beatingforacure.org. There is breast cancer, you know, tips for survival on there. Just little tricks and trades that you guys can do. You can you can even do a memorial tribute for people, you know, that have fought, you know, and didn't win, and even people that have fought and did win. So please make sure that you guys go and check out the website. We are currently taking donations so that we can, you know, get Beating for a Cure up and running so that we can provide these grants to women, men, you know, whoever needs it at that point in time.
Yes.
And also, you guys are able to go and interact with me through the website, leave your comments. You're also able to apply for breast cancer grants through that website. So everything is there. Nice. A little snippet of Meet the Founder, of course, me is there. So check it
out. OMG. I don't know how in the world I can become so blessed to have known you then and to still know you now, because both were amazing. I am just so excited. People are saying you look beautiful. They have your nonprofit up there. They have your website. So listen, even if you're watching the replay, go ahead and type in replay and say, I'm going to visit beatingforacure.org. I'm going to be a part. I'm going to donate so that we can lighten the load for others. I'm going to apply for the grants that are out there. I'm going to connect with Carolyn Bay Coates. Okay. And so
so I want everyone to know every penny, and I mean penny, counts. If it's 2 cents, 3 cents, $1, every penny counts. Absolutely. So even if you're unable to make a donation, please share it. Someone else may be able to make a donation. So please, y'all, help a sister out.
Right. Help many sisters, because as you lift her, she is definitely going to lift so many others. And that's why we're here. Dreams Global is a dream production company. What we do is we don't like give you a dream, but we help you to produce what is inside of you from the Lord. Okay, so if you've had a discouraging situation, we're going to teach you how to flip it, as she has done in her own situation, to take something bad and make it good, because all things work together, as you can see. Okay. In her story, if you have something in you that you want to do, whether it's write that book about your story, if it's to make sure business, okay, business or nonprofit, we'll have to talk. I can help you with that. And for those of you who may not have a 20 day coat, who don't have the day that she has that she's about to celebrate, we even have something to help you with that. It's called Dreams Divine Dating. And in that production, because that's one of the productions we're working on right now, I will actually be your fun online dating coach. It's really funny how it happens. It's not here to force feed. I'm not a matchmaker. Once again, you start in your own dream. But what I do is I make sure you have all the pieces in order to make it happen. And then we manage to help you do that. So if you're interested in any of those to get that dream, hit me up. If you're interested in helping Carolyn build up Beating for a Cure, if you have more than 2 cents, because I just have a feeling there's somebody out there that's like, yeah, I want to make a monthly donation to this cause. I want to make sure that we stay in contact because my mom, my grandma, my sister, my auntie went through that. And I want to help somebody else or two. Or if you do not know one person, but you feel her story, you're just happy that she's here to share it, please donate, hit her up, connect, and share. Share, because their hearts are beating for a cure. And I'm so happy to be just a small, little piece of that tonight. Carolyn, if you had one piece of advice, what would you give to anybody going through this right now?
Get your mammograms. Do not let anyone tell you no. No one is going to fight for your life like you fight for your life.
Good. If anybody's out there, can y'all type that into the chat? No one is going to fight for your life like you are going to fight for your life. Go ahead and put that dash behind Carolyn Baycoat because that is a dope phrase. It really is. So your sister said she already writing that book. Love it. So
yes, the name of the book will be I'll give you a little snippet. Is it's Surviving the Inevitable. So that's gonna Carolyn Baycoat's journey to surviving the inevitable. That literally that sums it up in a nutshell. So that is coming soon. Got my little journal, honey, and I keep my Bible. Y'all get y'all the Bible. Okay.
Love it. Look at that. God, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay, so we look forward to the book. We look forward to working with you, and I also look forward to y'all having fun tonight. I want to bid everybody adieu. Yes, thank you. I
appreciate the opportunity, and I'm mad I ain't nobody tell me that my boat was on sideways, but that's okay.
It's because you're too cute. We couldn't even notice. You know what I mean? You were too cute. So, all right.
Ms. Green, I truly appreciate this. You just don't know how. Like, literally, I'm going to tell you this and I'm going to let y'all go. I thank everyone for watching. I love you all. Thank you for your support. I lost train of thought, y'all. See, that's what I call chemo. It happens.
It's all good. It means it's time for you to go celebrate. And it's time for us to make sure we stay connected for, some other things, okay?
Yes.
All right.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Once again, got to Beating for a Cure. And if anybody does have something they need help on learning how to flip it to make it something good, encouraging, no matter what it is, we'll help you produce it and make it right.
Yes. Okay? Reach out to myself and Miss Green.
Yes, please. All right, they said we love you. You still beautiful. And they're both right. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you for your time. And more to come. Good night, everybody.
All right, good night.
Good night. I'm going to end that. Awesome.